Yo, what's up, CFO fam? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Happy Monday. Good morning, man. Hopefully everyone is fired up to go after your goals, man. I got so many messages like, yo, Tuck, I'm loving these new videos. You fire me up, bro. I'm like, that's what I want, man. I want everybody watching our content, watching this content to get in your bag and go after whatever you want in life, man. So I'm not in the gym, just got the gym this morning. But I'm actually in the studio because I'm working on tonight's show. Tonight we have Boss Cowboy joining us at 8 p.m. We're going to dive deep into the Cowboys. There's a lot to talk about, right? So that's why I'm in the studio right now. So definitely tune in for that video, right? But what I want to share to you is a very important message. And also this is kind of why I'm in the studio, because I want to do some editing and stuff, kind of really paint the picture and share my journey and be fully transparent with y'all. And what I want you to understand is no matter what, you can always change who you are to become what you want to be. No matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, no matter your age, it does not matter. If you want to make a change, you can make that decision and change. Do not be bounded by your past. So let's walk through Jay Tuck, right? So this guy, yeah, that's me. That's Jay Tuck. Now look at it. Doesn't even look like me, right? He's fat. He's outside in the hood. You know what I'm saying? He's smoking. His gear game is all baggy. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost like 300 pounds in that picture. Y'all was probably like 295 in that picture. Like I was fat as hell, was drinking every night, smoking every night, hanging around toxic women who would spit on me and throw things at me and try to engage me to ruin my life. And I was just doing dumb loser. I was a loser. Like it's okay to say that that guy in the picture was a loser. He had no grasp on reality, no grasp on his future, right? He's just doing typical loser stuff. Now, I was making music. I was producing music, you know, doing that whole ordeal. But I was a very fractured and lost mindset. And the crazy thing is, this is after I graduated from college. I actually had 2 degrees, and I'm out here being foolish, right? Doing some stupid stuff. So what happened, Tuck? What caused your transformation? And this is why I want to drop this video, because I don't want this to happen to you. Because what happens in life, sometimes it takes a traumatic event for us to change, right? If the doctor says you got to lose 15 pounds in 9 or 3 months or you will die, I bet you're probably going to hit the gym a little bit harder, right? If the doctor says if you take another drink of alcohol, you will die, I think you're going to easily get sober, right? So the thing I want to kind of get to you guys in this message, don't let that be the case, right? Change now if you want to make that change. So what happened to me, right? So I was out there traveling back and forth. I was doing shows, little local shows, thinking I'm getting money, right? Thinking I'm getting some rap money, doing these little local shows. So me and my team, we had a show here in Kansas City. We went out about 20 deep, right? My people, their people's people, you know what I'm saying? We walked in the club deep. Had a good show, had a good performance. Everyone's like, yeah, man, I like the performance. You know how that goes after a show, right? Well, I didn't know because I was on stage. So some people that I was with, their people that they brought got into a little minor altercation. Like nothing too crazy, nothing, you know what I'm saying? It was just, you know, a little scrap, shove, push, whatever. Okay, cool, right? So after the show, everyone's like, yo, let's go to this after party. You know, it's going to be girls, it's going to be drinks and everything there. Now, me, I get hangry, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm hungry, bro, I get angry, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, listen, I gotta go eat. And they were like, nah, bro, we ain't got time for all that. Let's go to the party and we'll get something to eat later. Now, mind you, these are the people who I rode to the club with. I rode in their car, right? Rode in the car. We all, you know what I'm saying? We had, you know what I'm saying, Suburban, we all in the club, right? I was like, bro, I gotta get something to eat. They're like, no, we're not taking you. So my other friend was like, yo, Tuck, just roll with me. I got you, bro. We'll stop and get something to eat, and then we'll hit the party. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So I get in the car with him. What happens after that show? And I share this on Boss Cowboys show, but I'm sharing it with y'all, right? That altercation led to revenge, where the people they got into an altercation with retaliated and shot up the whole car. 3 people gone, 1 people severely injured was the driver. Now think about that, y'all. That was the same car that I rode to the club in. I was supposed to be in that car. The only reason I was not in that car is because I wanted something to eat. That is what I thought originally, right? But what really happened? What was really happening in that situation? It was God saying, Tuck, I'm not done with you, bro. I'm not done with you. I have so much more planned for your life than this, right? You have a family, a beautiful family that I got planned for you, right? A beautiful wife, intelligent wife that I have planned for you. You are going to be loved by hundreds of thousands of football fans. You're going to be covering the Super Bowl. You're going to go to, Jamaica and the Bahamas and Dubai and the Maldives and Thailand to Aruba. You're going to travel the world, Tuck. I got something planned for you. God pulled me out of that situation. Now, at the time, I didn't understand that. I was angry. I was upset, right? There were so many different thoughts. I was depressed. I remember sitting down with my mom's, telling her I didn't care whether I lived or died. Like, I was going through it because that's a traumatic thing to kind of experience. Like, yo, you were like this close away to possibly not being here anymore. So I said, you know what, Tuck? I got to change my environment. I got to change my environment. So I decided to move away, stay with my grandma, rest in peace. Now, when you stay with grandma, you got to go to church. You got to go to church, all right? There's no negotiation. You got to go to church. So I started going to church more, and y'all know me, so I started working with the church, right? Doing a lot of their audio stuff, so I know how to edit and do all this stuff. So I was doing it for the church, microphones, audio, you know what I'm saying? And when I was at the church, what I recognized was a lot of, whether it was deacons or just church members, and I really saw their presence, right? I would see, church members pull up in a Mercedes Benz and a BMW, you know what I'm saying? And they had a Rolex watch. And this is not the pastor, because I know y'all get with the pastor, you know what I'm saying? These are just church members. And I'm just like, well, how are they getting? Obviously, they're not rapping. You know what I'm saying? They're not athletes. So how are they pulling up in Mercedes Benzes, having nice watches and everything? So I asked, like, hey, mind if I ask, what are you doing? He's like, oh, well, he was a sales director at Sprint at the time, because Sprint was real big. Their main campus was here in Kansas City. So the sales director. He's like, yeah, man, I started, when I graduated from college, he went to Morehouse, came and moved to Kansas City, got a job, worked from Sprint, from the call center, worked his way all the way up. That's another person, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just went to work every day. And you go visit their houses, and they're on golf courses and have a beautiful family and a beautiful wife who's intelligent and powerful and bold. It's a completely different life than what I was seeing. And so I watched how these men had a CEO presence. I watched how they would walk in the church with a suit, with a tailored suit, nice watch, nice shoes. How they spoke to the elderly, how they spoke to the children, how they carried themselves like men, not pants sagging, not smelling like a bag of dope. They carried themselves like men. And I was just like, that's it. That's it. Right. So it really exposed me to something new. But it's like, okay, well, Tuck, how are you going to get that coming from the streets into a situation? So like I said, I had 2 college degrees, right? I graduated in business marketing and also journalism, right? How am I gonna get that? I got no experience. Like, it's gonna take me forever to work my way up the chain. Well, a good friend of mine, played basketball with him since I was in 5th grade. My best friend still to this day, called me. He was working for a financial firm. And he was like, Tuck, I think you'll be good in this industry. And I was like, I have no clue about trading, investing, anything. He's like, bro, just trust me. Just give it a shot. Now, in order to complete that job, you have to pass this exam. And it's like a 5-hour exam. And you also had another one for the state exams, like 3 hours, right? So it's a lot of studying, right? So when I got on for the job, and we had a study team, because they didn't give you the job until you passed the exam. If you failed, you were cut, right? So I met 2 friends of mine. They're still good friends today, man, Sean and Stan, right? And Sean and Stan was different. They came from Kansas, graduated from the University of Kansas, right? But they were kind of younger. I was like 26 at the time, and they were like 22, 23, right? So they coming in gun-ho. And so we became study partners, and just hearing their conversations, the things that they talked about, investing and saving and stock markets and how much they traded. And I'm like, what are y'all talking? Like, they're making money, like thousands of dollars trading. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What are y'all doing? And they were showing me the game. They were showing me about the S&P 500 and everything, right? So granted, fast forward, we both pass our exams, we get the job. We all 3 started this entry-level position. Now, at the job, they had unlimited overtime, right? Unlimited overtime. You can work as much as you wanted, right? But what was the company really banking on? That you're not going to work unlimited. You're really going to probably go 2 to 3 hours, right? Nah, not us. Not us. So where the 4 a.m. stuff really came from me is getting up at 4 a.m., getting up, getting dressed, going to work, and logging at 5. I would log in from 5 a.m. and probably leave at like 8:30, maybe 9 p.m. I was grinding. And when I was grinding and working hard, those checks was just different. It was just different. I'm just like, this is the game. We worked so hard to the point where we excelled in like 5 months to one of the top sales positions in the company, which doesn't happen. All three of us, like, boom, they're like, we got to have you three because they're grinders, right? So then I got in a sales position and we started pushing each other, right? To the fact we even talked about, yo, when we crush our first sales check, we're going to get matching rollies. And me and my bro Stan got matching rollies. You know what I'm saying? And so my mindset, the people I was surrounded was different. My approach to things I talked about was different. You know, I would, you know what I'm saying? I was around different people who had different insight. From the people who used to reach out to me, I used to run the block with, they even know I was a completely different person. I was in the gym every day. I was up working. I was up grinding. I was actually going after it. My presence changed. How I dress changed. How I talk changed. How I walk changed. Everything about me changed. And that was the decision that I made. And that what really transpired and had the ripple effect in the man you see today. A lot of you wouldn't even know that that's me in this photo. That's 1,000% me, right? But I carry myself different. I walk with my chin up, right? When I'm at Walmart and the clerk is like, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing well. How are you? You know what? Actually, I really like that bracelet. That's a cool bracelet. How long are you here? I'm engaging conversations from people from all different levels. I have a CEO mindset, but I made that determination to go out there and change, to be a better father, a better husband. So the women that was throwing stuff at me and spitting on me and, you know what I'm saying, oh, blah, blah, and acting a scene in the club, they cannot even get close to me right now, even if they wanted to. They can't, my standard is way too high. My wife's about to be a doctor, y'all. My wife's about to be a doctor. I'm not talking to no club thought. I'm not, you can't even get close to me. I leave DMs on red all the time because you're not even going to even get the chance to get the chance. You know what I'm saying? I raise my standard in life, but I had to make that decision. So the message I want to preach to you guys, whether you're young, whether you're 40, whether you are 50, if you want to make the change, and you might not know what you want to be. I didn't know I wanted to be all of this, but I knew for damn sure what I was is what I don't want to be, and that was more than enough to get me moving. So lock in on that. If you really want to change, if you want a better life, you can change today. Today, right now, on June 24th, you can change your life today for the better. Make smart decisions. Change your friends, your surrounding, your circle. If you got to cut people off, you got to cut people off. Be selfish about you, y'all. And you can change your life for the better. I am a living testament, and it just is what it is, and I'm continuing to improve and grow, man. So I appreciate you guys. Hope this is a powerful message, because like I said, I really wanted to share this. It's something I'm really passionate about and sharing my story. So thank you guys for watching on the end. But listen, y'all, tonight, 8 p.m., J Tuck, Boss Cowboy, Fireworks, Mike McCarthy, all that. We gonna dive deep. But remember this message today on Monday: you can change your life today. Peace.